Hey guys, it's George. So, I've been neglecting 17 and I feel like my face should be next to the word neglect in the dictionary just because I have been neglecting these boys so hard. You guys have been requesting a Hot reaction so hard in the comments. I'm obsessed with Hot. I've not seen the MV. I refused because I heard good things. I loved the song. I loved all of the social media, like choreo shorts, so satisfying. Hoshi came through as a bias wrecker just from their social media alone. Yeah. So I thought we might as well do like a mini marathon. Well, I'm gonna do 3 songs, so it's not really mini, is it? But we're gonna do Hot, then we're gonna move on to Cheers, and then we're gonna finish with their latest comeback, World. I'm ready. I love me some 17, so I'm so sorry to keep you waiting on this. Hot came out on the 27th of May. I'm filming this on the 9th of August. That is a fail and a half. If any of you want to bitch slap me for making you wait for this, leave like the waving emoji in the comments, because I fucking deserve it. You guys know the drill by now. I'm going to react to the MV, and then afterwards we're going to deep dive into the fashion, discuss the aesthetics, the visuals, and then we'll move on to the next song. Grab yourself a little wine if you're old enough. If not, I won't tell. This is going to be a long video. It's going to be a long one to film, so stay hydrated. It's hot here in the UK. So we're going to kick it off with Hot. I want to go in the order that these comebacks came out in. So Hot came out on the 27th of May, and this has 65.7 million views. That is fucking wild. I'm excited to see why. You guys have requested this a lot. The MV, the fashion, the vibe. You guys have hyped this up so much for me, so I'm expecting a lot. I can love this song. Wanted, yes. I love that already. Because Darling's the one that came out before, and then they teased us with this like dark vibe concept. So I love the bullet going through. Put your titties away. Woozy with the yellow hairstyle. So far I understand, like, the colours, the low-key Western vibe, referencing the old concept, like the vivid colours, and then they've got that like cartoon effect coming in. Fashion is just so good. Like, there's just enough sexiness to it without it being like inappropriate for their age. Love how we've got S-coups in the hat. Only one we need. Ooh. This, I believe we got like a teaser of this look in Darling, but Hoshi is just does something to me. Like, the boy is so beautiful. This song's sizzling, everyone join in. I mean, it's sizzling here in the UK too. I'm starting to get a moist face, and just maybe it's 17 that's making the temperature rise. Love the screen look. I love like the drama stamping on the glasses. Like, it's like saying goodbye maybe to like a past nerdy self. Ooh, twisted. Love this crop shirt. I love how we've got this, you know, like slightly more mature, like sexier concept going on, but they're still having like so much fun with the props. Love the shirt. The 8 honestly needs to put his titties away, but also not complaining. Like the red hair with that top. How the screen comes in. This is just such an intense video, but all of the colours are so intense as well. Has anyone else noticed as well how the intensity is built? Like throughout the MV, like we started in like the daylight and now we're in this like smoking scene, like the reds, the blacks, like the intensity has built. Like the world is ending. The fashion's more distressed. Intensity, come on. Wait. No. He's got blood dripping down his face. This is intense. Handsome Vernon. That was so worth the hype. So worth the hype. I'm a huge fan of this vibe 17. I feel like with 17 we usually get like a boyfriend vibe from the MV, from their styling, but this is like full bad boy. They're wanted. There's, as I said in my reaction, like a level of sexiness to the styling where it's not inappropriate for their age. You know, like the sheer tops, the tailoring without anything underneath, the wet look hair is giving them this sexy look, and it really works for them. I've just done a quick Google and I believe the youngest member of 17 is Dino and he's 23. So, do you know what I mean? It is appropriate for a 23-year-old. It's not like fucking breasts out to the wind. I mean, the 8, that was breasts out to the wind. When I think back to the previous 17 MVs that I've reacted to, Rock With You, Ready For Love, I think I've done like quite an early one. The fashion is quite casual and that is reflected here in this MV, but I think it's really been amped up with the use of colour. The colour is intense. It matches the intensity of the sets, the colours in the sets and the intensity of the MV, but then also the amount of accessories. It's really been amped up compared to usual. And I think when you think back to Ready For Love, Rock With You, like I said, they do have that more like boyfriend vibe where the textures of the fabrics, the uses of the fabrics in this MV just really push it in that bad boy vibe. If I'm correct, there are 3 sets of looks in this MV. We have the really colourful bold set, and then we have the black and the white looks, and then we also have another set of looks that are very colourful, but I feel like they're more print focused, where they're on I don't know what it's called, you know, like when someone gets arrested and they have like the height thing like behind them and they're all like, you know, posing on that. That's our 3rd set. So I really like the fact that we have 2 colourful looks, but the use of colour is slightly different. I've just played the scene back where they're posing on what I said was that height chart, but when you actually look at the numbers, it's like a temperature gauge going up in Celsius. That's just such a really clever detail. I love that. When we look at the more colour blocked looks in this scene here, I feel like majority of the colour is worn as trousers, pants, whatever you call them. Most of the members are in very brightly coloured trousers that are more of a straight cut fit, and then they've also got a very contrasting shoe. But then to kind of balance that out, the top half of their outfits are either predominantly black or white, but then on the flip side of that, there are a few members that are wearing jeans, whether a darker wash or lighter wash, and then they've got more colour on top. A great example of this is the 8. He's got those stonewashed jeans on, again, that very wide cut, which is very on trend at the moment. It has been for a long time. Skinny jeans are gone out of the window. And then on top, he's got that very colourful sheer long sleeve t-shirt, and it's got this really interesting print to it. And what I really like is how the colours in that print reflect all of the colours that are very vivid in the members' trousers, but the saturation's really been turned down, and that's what the effect is when you print on sheer fabric. Another great example of this would be Dino's look. This look really stands out to me because of the use of green. A lot of the other members are in yellows, reds, oranges, and the green just immediately stands out. And I think the styling of his looks really, really interesting, especially in comparison to the 8s. Not many guys are gonna go out wearing sheer long sleeve tops. It is not necessarily a hard thing to pull off, but I think you need to have confidence to pull it off. Whereas the styling on Dino's look, I feel like it is more stereotypical to menswear, if that makes sense, because we've got the dark wash jeans, the black t-shirt, and then that printed shirt over the top. You don't need the same confidence to wear this look as you do wearing a sheer top, if you get what I'm saying. And I just really like that contrast because it's showing that you can still wear an incredibly bright, bold outfit, but you don't have to go all out on like how risky the look is. Another thing I noticed more from watching the social media choreo collaborations that they did, especially on Hoshi, is that he's always wearing gloves. And I think when I did my Pentagon, was it Feeling Like reaction, there were a lot of gloves in that video as well. And I was like, will this become a trend? And I feel like we're starting to see that trend unfold. The use of the black and white outfits in this MV is really, really clever because there are a lot of intense colours, and I feel like this really helps the intensity build as well. And I think what's really interesting is when we first see the black and white outfits, we're in the desert in the daytime, and then when we next see them, it's that really intense shot at the end with like all of the explosions, like that burning sun in the background, all of the reds. So it's really great just to see how they can work in two completely different sets, and the way that they're styled is just perfection. This scene just has a great use of textures, whether that's denim on majority of the members, we've got leather on Yonghan, and then Jun. Is it Jun? Jun? I'm gonna say June. I think that makes June. I think it's June. Let me know in the comments, Jun or June. But he has that really distressed piece of knitwear that's got that sheer quality, and it really works in that really intense scene at the end. What I love as well is that there is that low-key like Western cowboy kind of vibe, and we only have S-coupes in the cowboy hat. It's just nodding to that concept. You know, like, what's the word? Acknowledging that it's there. We don't need all the members of 17 in cowboy hats. This isn't TXT Blue Hour. You know I love TXT Blue Hour, but like 13 boys in cowboy hats? No. Even TXT weren't all in cowboy hats in that cowboy scene. In the dance break, but not in that cowboy scene. Hoshi's black and white look is one of my favourites just because I love the silhouette. I think it's a really interesting silhouette when you think of stereotypical menswear, as we've discussed previously. The jersey piece layered underneath, those wide leg black jeans, and then that really cropped printed shirt. It's not a silhouette that you stereotypically see in menswear, and it just makes me love it. There's nothing more to add to that. Okay, on to our final set of looks. I've spent 38 minutes going back and forth, like trying to like really analyze this because you guys have requested it so much and I want to do a good job. What I like about this final set of outfits, where they're on that temperature height chart, that makes no sense, does it? Temperature height chart, but that's what it is, okay? What I really like about this set of looks is that it has that same kind of boyfriend vibe that 17 have to their styling, but it's really been pushed into like that bad boy edge with the use of the textures, but then also the colors. Some of these looks are wild and I'm fucking here for it. I feel like the best way to analyze this scene is to talk about the textures that take it to that bad boy edge, and then we'll like jump into the ones that are fucking wild and that I love. June in the distressed denim jeans, I feel like that's something you would typically see, but then the bomber jacket in that quilted metallic silver it takes it to a different level. It doesn't have that boyfriend vibe about it. If it was a boyfriend vibe, it would be like a plain varsity jacket. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I believe it's Mingyu in the white blazer with the leopard print trousers, and he has all of the beautiful brooches on the collar. Again, it's just such an interesting take on it. I feel like usually he'll be more in a plain type of suit if we're gonna go for that boyfriend vibe. And then DK, that amazing printed jacket, but then it's styled with the leather trousers and the Chelsea boots. I feel like that would normally be styled with denim. Do you see what I mean? It's just the small tweaks to the textures that just really push the looks in this like bad boy vibe direction. I love it. And then the two members that have like the full wild looks, S-Coups in this like zebra abstract print moment, full on, so full on, but I love it. And then Wonwoo in the green, like this really intense green on cord, and it looks like it has this almost metallic kind of quality to it. It's just so in your face. I love it. And then with that really chunky DM boot. Hot was amazing. It was completely worth the hype. I'm just 9 weeks late on this, but you know, better late than never, right? Right. Let's move on to 17 Cheers. Cheers dropped on the 6th of July, and this currently has just under 23 million views, and it's by the 17 leaders. So I believe that is Woozi, Hoshi, and S-Coups. Again, I've seen it all over social media. I've seen the cute little like butt bam bam dance. You know, I really enjoyed that. I've not seen the MV, so let's go. This hair color on S-Coups, the red. Ooh. Loving the texture of, I believe, the Prada Cloud Thunder shoe. The leopard moment on Hoshi. Fuck. Bye, Shreka. That is why. I love this transition. For a moment, I was like, was it Fendi? Is it Versace? I can't. Is it Givenchy? I think it's Givenchy. Oh, hair change for Woozi. Loving the e-boy stripes. Again, another great beat to the song. I don't know what's with like the football shirt hood thing, but what I am picking up on is there's a lot of really high shine textures in these looks, and the way that they've been lit, it just really like pops from the dark backgrounds. Prada boots, Lee, Chanel. I'm liking how each member has a completely different look, like the coat, the mesh. Oh, the hat, stop. These looks are easily my favorite. How amazing does he look? I love that move. Esper girls have that same look. I just love how in the face the fashion is. I feel like we usually don't see Woozy styled like this. I feel like this style is more like Hoshi's kind of vibe from what I've seen from his personal style. I don't really know much about S.Coupe's personal style, but I feel like this is definitely more of like a Hoshi aesthetic than a Woozy aesthetic. I might have got that wrong, but I'm just going from what I know. How many times am I going to repeat this? You'll see. Come on. It's just too good. Give me another butt band, please. Come on. We build a basement from our basement unit. Another great comeback. I think the thing for me that I really love about Cheers is that it's the 317 leaders coming together, and it is a completely different vibe from Hot and from Rock With You, Ready to Love. It's like their own individual sound as a unit, and it's definitely got a very like urban vibe to it. The song has like a great beat to it, so fucking catchy. My favourite bit is still like the butt bam 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 bit, but it's not really a shock, is it? And the styling as well is definitely got like an urban edge to the styling, and I believe, apart from like the tailored set of looks, which is obviously my favourite, shock, but I believe there's 4 sets of looks in this MV, and I think they're all completely different. And what I really like is how there's different textures throughout each look. Starting with my favourite, let's start with the tailored looks. We don't really get to see much of the tailored looks. We see the most of Woozy's, where he stood up and he has that beautiful crop jacket, the slim cut trousers, and then all of them have a very strong shoulder going on. And what I love the most is the colours. Woozy in the middle in the orange, and then we've got the blue and the purple that completely contrast. All of the members have the same hat on, very wide brim, draping around their face, with the jewels hanging off it. It just adds to the aesthetic, and I wish we got to see more of them, but I understand why we don't. It's just a little break from the like urban styling. It really like helps like build to this part of the song. You get a flash of it, then it takes you back. And what else I'm picking up on, Hoshi gloves again. Let's jump back to the opening looks, and the opening looks are about textures and prints. S.Coupe's, this full like vinyl moment, that really bold, vivid cherry red, the puffer jacket, the trousers, the same vinyl, and then he's got that Prada, I believe they're the Cloudburst undershoe on, and then he's got that matte top on underneath. It just really lets those high shine textures like shine through, and the fact that we've got the really dark black background and then he's lit in this really high shine fabric, it just makes him pop off of the screen. Hoshi's look has to be my favourite. It might be because of bias tracker status, but I think it's more so if you presented me with all 3 of these outfits, this is what I would pick for myself. And I love the colour of this leopard print. There's like this acid green, like swirl of colour to the print. It's so beautiful, and I love the fact that they've layered that black top underneath. It would not have looked right if they went with white. Keeping the black top underneath, it helps to ground the print, and it really makes that green colour pop against it. Imagine it with white underneath. It would not have the same effect. And then I really like this jacket over the top in that plasticky fabric because it reflects what S.Coupe is wearing, but the texture is completely different. Would this still look great without the jacket over the top? Yes, but I like how that really ties into the other members' looks. And then Woozy's look, this beautiful collarless jacket, that same really sharp shoulder shape that was in his orange look. But then this print's just really interesting, how it's got like the stripes of different prints coming down. It really emphasizes the lines of the jacket. To me, is it Givenchy? I'm not sure. I feel like I'm seeing G's that kind of look like the Fendi print, but also like that Greca swirl of Versace. I'm not sure. I'll do some research and flash it up on screen. I like the fact that it's been styled with a black shirt underneath. Again, it helps to ground the black in the print. And then I don't really feel like this needed the black baseball cap, but it works with the look. But I also feel like we could like take it off and it would still work. The next set, predominantly black and white, apart from S-Coups giving us that weird kind of like football top looking blue moment. But Woozy's look, the black and white printed shirt with the blazer, the collar worn over the top. I think this is a very contemporary way to wear a shirt and a blazer, slightly open, chains, collar over the top. And again, the way it's lit, it brings into the center front and pulls him forward from the background. And it's the same with Hoshi's look. Hoshi's set is lit really darkly, but all of the light is on that jacket, and where it's got that beautiful reflection on the vinyl, PVC, whatever it is, it's really bouncing off and it lights up with that white t-shirt underneath. Great styling. Simple, but great, highlighting the textures. S-Coups look, I do really like the flash of blue because it really contrasts against a completely black and white set and what the dancers are wearing, but I also feel like it looks a bit bizarre. Like, is it a scarf? Is it a top? Is it just something draped over his head? I think it is literally a top draped over his head, so that's why I'm a bit like, why? But I do like the colour of it popping through. And then I also like the fact that his outfit is completely matte whilst all of the dancers are in that shiny fabric. So it relates back to the fabrics previously used, but it also contrasts. And then I like how we've got the very oversized bomber jacket, that wide leg trouser that has that really interesting hardware detail going down the side of the trouser. It kind of makes me think of those like Adidas tracksuit bottoms that you could like completely pop open, that kind of vibe. So I do like that reference. The all white looks work for me because again, they contrast against that dark background. And I feel like they've taken inspiration from the way it's been lit. All of the clothing so far has been lit, so it like pulls them forward from the background, and then having an all white look against the background, you don't need to worry about the lighting because it's going to have that effect for you. The other thing I like about this set of looks is that all of the members are in wide cut white trousers, and then they've been styled completely differently, whether they've been tucked into the boot, worn over a shoe, so it gives a nice difference. But all of the trousers look like they have the same width. They come to the same part on the waist, so it gives cohesion to the looks, but then they've been styled completely differently. Woozy has that sportier style jacket with the lace detail from the hood moving as he dances. Hoshi has that mesh Celine t-shirt and then the Prada cap that's worn like kind of backwards but sideways. I have to admit it's not my favourite look from this set. I just feel like it's literally a mesh t-shirt and trousers. And then S-Coups, favourite look, the fluffy coat, the Chanel brooch, the length of it, the levels within these looks, it's just the layering is great, and his look to me just stands out. I think it's because it's like the bougiest. He's got the biggest piece on, and I understand that's probably what they're trying to do with the set of looks, achieve the levels, you know, of like no jacket, a coat, different lengths, that kind of thing. The looks in our final scene, to me, they're incredibly urban, contemporary streetwear vibes, and it's like Hoshi style all over. I fucking love his style. Every time I go on Instagram, like it's his post at the top, his story at the first one, like I'm just like low-key obsessed. And I just had a quick browse on S-Coups Instagram, and I feel like we see similar silhouettes in his personal style, but his use of textures and prints is a lot more like plain and simple. And I just had a quick look on Woozy's Instagram as well, but he doesn't really have any outfit pictures, so I can't say what his personal style is like. But for me, this is Hoshi all over. I love the use of the tie-dye in Hoshi's trousers, and then the silver jacket, and then the use of the tie-dye in S-Coups jacket with those Louis Vuitton jeans that have like the graffiti right across the crotch. I think it's a weird placement, But also I've seen a lot of that placement in streetwear going on. Personally, I wouldn't want to have something there because everyone would just be like, what are you looking at? Don't look, perverts. And then Woozy for me, here's the most interesting trousers going on because he has like the distressing, so I feel like it ties into that Louis Vuitton monogram on S. Coops' jeans. But then they're worn open and there's like that jogger style underneath. So obviously the trousers are like stitched together. Don't want them falling down as you're dancing, you know? And then Woozy's look's been finished with that Coach style jacket, but it's in that like metallic champagne tone, so it's tying into what Hoshi is wearing. Cheers is a banger. The styling is urban, contemporary, streetwear vibes, Hoshi style all over, and it really reflects the song. The song is a lot of fun. Dance with my butt, bam. Is that what the line is? Dance like us, my butt, bam. Pum pum. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Wild before I do anything more weird. 17 World came out on the 18th of July and this literally has just under 46 million views. I've not really seen much about this on social media. I've seen like a few social media dance collaborations where they're doing like the little like cute hip move, I think with like Chungha. But you know what? I'm gonna go get a wine top up before I press play. Could this be in reference to Hot? Welcome to blank world. Fill in the blank. We're back to boyfriend vibes. Hi. We are back to boyfriend vibes. These are the boyfriend vibes I was talking about. Is this not the set from Rosé's solo? It looks familiar. Same but different. Do you know what I mean? Terminal 1. Welcome to blank world. Seventeen are taking interviews to be their boyfriend. Hi. Vernon is looking hella fucking handsome, okay? Tell me otherwise. The fire thing in the background. The 8 with pink hair. This is why I love 17. They just serve up so many different vibes, and in this marathon alone, we've gone from like bad boy hot vibes, the urban vibe of Cheers, and we're now back to their like classic like boyfriend vibes, like love song vibes. And even though last year we had Ready to Love, Rock With You, and they both had that like love song vibe to them, this sound of Wild is completely different. I've also just seen the title that it is _Wild. So am I being dumb? I'm being a dumb bitch saying blank world. I mean, I was just like having a little fun, poking fun, but you a dumb bitch. Knock on my door. This look, bitch. Step out my all-stars and fly sunset. I'm just living the fact that we've gone from like daytime cute vibes, you're serving me like classic boyfriend looks, and now it's night and you're serving me sexy sequins. Sexy sequins.
knock knock knocking on heaven's door. Whipped cream grew 손끝으로 straw. 내 all-star 밑에 딛고 날아섰어. 너무 빠르다 I'ma take it slow. 슬픔이 없는 곳에서 이대로 춤을 춰. 박자에 맞춰 박수. 넌 영원은 내게 줘.
I'm just loving the sequin vibe for 17. What is not to love? Oh, I can't. My bias in like a sequin suit looking hella fucking cute and beaut. I can't do this. This is making me too happy. June! The beret, the hair, the sequin fucking jeans. I'm dead. This song just slaps. Also, wait, I just totally blanked out looking at how sexy this man is, but that transition. I'm just dying inside. I can give you everything you want, down to your darkest nights. Come into my world. Woozy, like, I'm sorry, but June is just stealing the show in this song. Like, the hair alone, fuck me. Like, the white down to the blue tips, the style, like... I think that might be my favourite song from this marathon. And I'm shocked to say that myself. I think maybe it's just because Hot obviously came out like a long time ago. I mean, it wasn't that long, it was like over 2 months ago. And it's just a completely different vibe to this. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll be getting down, do the choreo to Hot in the kitchen whilst I'm washing my dishes. It's a really sad image of me with my pink rubber gloves on. I actually, not even lying about that. I'm exposing myself too much. But this song just put the biggest smile on my face, and it like was just the vibe and the styling. We have 2 looks in this MV, and we're back to that classic boyfriend vibe, but then the sequin night vibe. Like, I'm sorry, but like whoever else is going to be interviewing to be like 17's little piece, don't try me. So let's break it down. Our first set of looks, we're back to the classic boyfriend vibe of 17. The use of denim, and then the white shirts, the white sneakers, the white tank tops. There's also like little hints of pastels in there. I feel like S-Coups, when he gets out, he's in that very, very soft pastel yellow shirt. And it just really works with the colour palette, that really soft yellow, really contrasting against the blues. And when you look at the shot of them all dancing, I love the fact that every single member has a completely different wash of denim going on, and there are also different fits. Shorts, wide cuts, slimmer cuts. One move, for example, has that really interesting seam detail that goes down the centre of the jeans, and it's just a really nice detail for such a simple outfit. And those details, where it is such a simple outfit, gets picked up really easily. And then DK, he's got the jeans that have that side stripe going down them. And then also he has that center split that goes over the shoe. A really interesting cut when it comes to jeans. One of my favorites from this set actually is Sequin's. And I think it's just because I love the simplicity of the outfit. That long sleeve white t-shirt that's been French tucked into the shorts. And the shorts have that beautiful silhouette where they're a wide leg. And they come out ever so gradually. Then they've got that raw hem. And then he's got the socks, the white sneakers. Any guy, anyone even, could wear this outfit. And the styling is just so flattering. That French tuck highlighting the waist, but then you've still got the back hanging out. It's incredibly casual, lightweight, perfect for summer. And I know I'm saying this towards the end of summer, but girl, it's still hot. You still got time. The sequin looks are just perfect from the transition from day to night, and the way that they lit, just the sparkle on camera, the vibe of the song is honestly, it's made me so happy. I don't even know like why that's just had that effect on me. You guys saw my reaction where I'm just sat there grinning like a fucking knob. What I love about this set of looks are the levels. For example, Vernon, double sequin, the plain t-shirt underneath. The most sequin arguably going on. And then we have Woozy, for example, in the sequin trousers, wide leg, that cut that's very on trend. But then he has that white t-shirt with the text going across it, the oversized blazer with the brooches. It balances out that sequin. Joshua's for me has to be a favorite because we've got that sequin jacket going on. But then for me, it's the trousers that look like they have that studded embellishment. Such a beautiful combination with the sequin because it adds a different texture. And to me, it looks like they're leather because you've got that sheen of the fabric which mimics the sequin. Then you've got that embellishment on the top, like 17 stylist. Oof. And then June, fuck me. June stealing the show in this MV. First of all, the hair, such an incredible colour and style on him. Like, girl, that is no other reaction to his hair than girl. This wine has got into my head. You've probably been able to tell longer than I have. But for me, it's the black sequin, that contrast against his hair. If you're going to wear a hat, in my opinion, when it comes to my taste, I feel like the colour of the hat should contrast your hair. I have dark hair, so a light hat will really make my hair and the hat pop. If you have light hair, go for black because it's really going to pop against your hair and the contrast is just going to draw all of that attention hair. Especially if you have like an incredible hair colour that you've like fucked your hair up, you've worked hard to get. Do it. Try it. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then the rest of the outfit, when you break down the pieces, very simple. The wide leg jean, the white t-shirt, the long cardigan with the belt. But the fact that the cardigan is covered in sequins, the jeans are covered in stones and catch the light, but it doesn't affect the wash of the jean at all. And then it's been finished with the van. The outfit, if it was plain, big boyfriend vibes, but throw in those sequins, perfect for this scene. I didn't know what to expect from Wild, and I think where I didn't know what to expect, it's just like really like slid it in there on that top spot. Like, I'm dead. Wild absolutely blew me away, and I've honestly had the best time filming this video. I've not done a 17 marathon before, so I just wanted to catch up on their latest comebacks that I've missed. So if you've any requests for a 17 marathon that I can do of their older previous comebacks, please leave them in the comments. I just also want to apologise for being a bit MIA on here recently. I've just not, if I'm honest, like, had the energy to film, been in the mood to film, haven't had the motivation to film. And the last thing I want to do is to set up the camera and just film something when I'm not feeling it and put something up that's disingenuous, because I've never done that on this channel and I don't plan on ever doing that. It just doesn't feel right to me. So I apologise for the lack of content, but I'm not gonna force something and put something out that I'm not happy with. Saying that, I am gonna wrap up this video and I am gonna start filming my next one, which I'm gonna put out before my 17 marathon. So I'll be reacting to thirsty K-pop TikToks to watch at 3 AM. I've had 2 glasses of wine, so it's probably gonna be wild. Probably will pour myself another one because why the fuck not? But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's 17 marathon and I'm so happy to be back uploading. Please let me know what your favorite song out of this marathon is in the comments. Mine is probably Wild, just because it took me completely off guard. So let me know what your favorite song is from this marathon, and if you made it all the way through to the end, leave me a carrot emoji, because I know 17 call their fans carrots, and I know obviously it's not carrots as in like the vegetable, but leave me a carrot emoji. Is it really a good idea to film this thirsty TikToks video when I'm like feeling the effects of the wine? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. A massive, massive thank you as usual to everyone who has subscribed. You are honestly the best. Thank you for all of your kind comments recently. I really do appreciate them. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.